So you can see that my nails have grown out and they still look pretty nice. So I'm going to go ahead and start my review on this dip powder set. So today I'm starting off with the ModelOnes dipping powder, like the base activator brush cleanser. I bought this separate from the kit. This did not come with the kit, so I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that as well. But these are their larger bottles of things that you would need to complete dip nails, just in case I run out of whatever comes with the kit. I actually didn't use what comes with the kit. I did use this set today. I think they look really neat. I really like the bottles, and I don't know what happened to number 2, but it goes from 1 to 3 and 4, so I don't know what number 2 is, but I also like the fact that it comes with the brush cleaner as well. So it came with extra brushes, which is always nice. I didn't have an issue with my brush getting clogged up at this set, so I thought that was nice as well. And then it came with that little file. And then, so this is what the bottles look like. I think they look really neat, kind of like almost like Old English numbers. I really like the aesthetic of the ombre, of the orange and the red. It was more of like a dark pink. It was really pretty. And then I go ahead and show you what the instructions look like. I did like the fact that the instructions that came with the kit and also the instructions that came with this dip powder system set were very consistent on how to apply them. So I always read the instructions whenever I try something for the first time. I think that it's really important. So I'm just showing you them. If you want to read them while they're up on the screen, you can go ahead and do so. But I will be following these as I go through everything. So I thought this packaging was really cool. I really like the design on the front of the kit. It is pretty big and it comes with a lot of colors. I believe it comes with 20 different colors. Yes, 20 colors. So again, these are the instructions. I don't spend as much time on these because they're the exact same as what came with the other set, the base set. And so these colors were really pretty. I actually did not open up all of them. I opened up a couple of them. I was going to show you all of them, and then I got to, I saw the blue color in the lower left-hand corner, and I was like, that's it. That's the color I'm going to use. It is very pretty, as you saw in the beginning. It's like a baby blue or a light blue, but there is like shimmer in it, and it's just really, really pretty. So it was similar to this pink, actually. You'll see when I open it that it's just really, really pretty. And actually this pink and the blue that I use kind of reminded me of baby shower colors for some reason, but the colors are on the bottom, so they are numbered. And I do plan on swatching these, but I'm going to have to go through and put them in order because I don't like it when my colors are not in the correct order or not in numerical order. I don't know, I'm just really weird like that. That's my OCD, but you can definitely see all of the sparkle and the shimmer in these, and anything that ModelOnes puts glitter in is usually pretty successful. I absolutely love their glitters, anything glitter from gel polish to acrylic. So you can see that there are some really pretty glitters, and then like there's blues and purples and things like that in this set, a lot of lighter toned colors, which is why I chose this one, because I don't know, I've been really into like turquoise and greens and things like that lately. So this is the blue that I use, so I just stop here so the video isn't like 80 minutes long. And then the other things that come with the kit, so this one actually has a 1, 2, and a 3. It's got the top coat, the base gel or that you put on and dip, and then also the activator to make your powder hard once, or to help cure the base gel, whatever it's supposed to do. So I'll let you look at this and I'll be back. So I also got these Melody Susie drill bits that I used to prep my nails today. I really enjoyed using these. They were very nice. They did not burn, they did not hurt me, they did not scratch, that kind of thing. I absolutely love these. I really like the round ball bits. I've really been into the round cuticle bits, but today I used this sharp one to go around my cuticles first, and then I actually go in with the round one next to the one I just put away, and you'll see that here in a minute as I prep my nails. So again, I use this needle point bit, and I just go around my cuticles to get underneath of them and lift them up. Also, I forgot to push my cuticles back originally, so I do that first actually, so that it's easier to lift and get all that extra skin off my nail with the needle point bit. Once that's done, then again, I go in with that rounded bit. It's similar to a ball bit, it's just longer, honestly. It's just kind of like a long oval instead of a circle, and it was really comfortable to use. Again, it didn't burn, it didn't hurt, and it really did help clean up all that extra dead skin around the cuticles. So next I got these scissors from Amazon. Everything I get is from Amazon, including the drill bits. So these scissors are from Bougie Trends, but I like the way that they curve. And I didn't want to use just regular cuticle nippers anymore because I tend to cut myself more with those. But with these, they're really thin, they're very sharp, they clean around the cuticle very well. So as you can see, that's really satisfying to clean cuticles. But when I got to my index finger on my left hand, this is why I only did my right hand, because I start clipping around the cuticle, and then eventually I do stab myself with these scissors underneath my cuticle, because I was trying to lift it up a little bit more so I could cut, and I didn't want to apply product to my wounded finger. Right here is where I cut myself. So since I punctured underneath the cuticle, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna leave that hand alone. So I did not do my left hand. So if you're wondering why I only did one hand, that's why. But I really did enjoy using this system overall. Now I'm going in and I'm applying the base coat. This was a really easy, and it's one of the quickest ways I've done my nails. My nails did turn out really flat, but I didn't really care. I wasn't trying to, initially I was trying to build an apex, and then I was like, I don't really care if they look flat, because it served its purpose. It's helped my nails grow out. It's very sturdy. It's no different than acrylic, to be honest. It's just a different application method. So dipping powder, I do believe, is different than acrylic powder. And even though a lot of people still use them as acrylic, it is what it is. But it's a little more fine than acrylic, and it's really, really powdery, so you can see the shimmer on the nail. So at first I left some of these fingers in here to explain that I was going to I would dip the nail and then I would wipe it right away. I would clean my finger right away. And eventually I wisened up and I put the base gel down, and then I let it dry a little bit before I would use the brush. But like you can see with the pinky, I did go ahead and remove while it's still wet. That's when I go around and clean around anything that I get on my fingers, so that way I can still move it and get it off so it does not dry to my finger and cause lifting. And then again, you just go in and do the same thing. I do put my nail in at a 45-degree angle, and I let it sit in the powder for a few seconds. I don't pull or take my finger out right away. And that just helps the powder soak and absorb into that base coat. So that way, I don't know if it helps it dry quicker or whatever, but I just want to make sure that I get the maximum application that I could. And so then from here on out, I go ahead and I only show the thumb, because I feel like I get the best angle on my camera when you're doing my thumbnail. So I only went a little more than about probably 3/4 of the way up the nail. I only went about 3/4 of the way up the nail because I was going to try to build an apex, but in the instructions it says to do no more than 3 coats. Now, I've seen other people do multiple coats, like 4, 5, 6 coats sometimes, trying to build that apex. That's fine if that's what they want to do, but I was trying to stick to the instructions as much as possible to get the best finish. That's why another reason why my nails are flat. I didn't want to put, 6 or 7 layers. So, and I didn't want them to be too bulky or too, I didn't want to do a lot of filing either. So, I didn't want them to get all crusty and all that good stuff. But, yeah, so I'm going in with the second layer now. So for the second layer, I did go in and, put, sorry, I keep saying, that's really annoying to me. Every time I do it, I catch myself too. But, I did do a full coat on for the second layer, and then also the third layer, I did another full coat. And this is looking so pretty. Like, you can see how gorgeous and shiny it is every time I dip my nail. It is just super adorable. This one looks a little crunchy, so I apologize for that, but it does even itself out and it ends up looking really nice. So then I'm going in with my third layer. Keep in mind, I've done all of my other fingers already, and I don't go back all the way to my cuticle for the third layer. And the reason is because I felt like one layer next to the cuticle was good enough and to keep that area flush and more flat, especially since I wasn't going to put any more layers on my nails. So I didn't go back all the way to the cuticle with the third one. I also didn't go all the way out to the edges to keep the edges thin, since I'm only doing short nails, just to make sure that they would fit, because I don't have any of those fancy trays yet where it catches, like, if you can just pour it on, or and then it catches all the excess powder so you can pour it back into the thing, and I didn't want to waste a lot of powder. So for these, so now I figured you're supposed to let it dry for 1 minute in between each layer. So I figured 1 minute was good enough. By the time I get to the thumb, I'm able to brush everything off and everything has dried pretty well. And then I continue to let it dry after I'm done with the third layer on the thumb. So now I'm going in with bottle number 4, and I'm using the activator to harden that base gel underneath. You do not cure that base. I keep saying gel because that's mostly what I use. Sorry, it's not gel. It's just regular base polish that dries. And so this activator just hardens everything, hardens the powder and the base together to make it more of like an acrylic fill. This did feel like acrylic by the time that I was done with it, and it also filed the same way. So it was really hard. It's very sturdy, and even though my nails are thin, I literally have no lifting. Like, I have no lifting at all. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but during my prep process, I forgot to put on my dehydrator and primer. That didn't matter. Since I buffed my nails really well and got that shiny layer off, and this is the second time I've done my nails. I tried acrylic on one of my nails as well without dehydrator and primer, and it stayed just fine. I didn't have any lifting, so I don't really know if that's, people swear by it and they say dehydrator and primer is a necessary step, but for me, this is the second time I haven't used it and I forgot about it, and my nails are just fine. Like I said, I have no lifting at all on these nails, and they're honestly the strongest thing that I've put besides gel on my nails to help my nails grow. So just a little FYI. But I will continue to keep filing these down and try to keep these nails on, so that way my own nails grow out and I can just do an overlay. So when it came to filing, I first went in with my e-file and made sure that I got the sides really well, and then I also go over it with a 100 grit hand file just to make sure that everything is smooth, so that way when I put the top coat on, everything looks nice. And I just kind of would alternate back and forth between my e-file and then my hand file Honestly, I probably filed down a little too much, but I really wanted to get those edges nice because I've really been working on my shaping. And then here is my hand after I finished filing. So then after you are done, it does, they do recommend that you go in with the activator when you're done filing again. I don't know if this is kind of like a priming step as well. It might help get, I actually washed my hands before I put the activator on after I filed. I just rinsed them. I didn't use soap, and then I used the activator. And then now I'm going in with the top coat. And when they say this is a fast drying top coat, it's seriously one of the best top coats I've used, to be honest. It does not need a lamp. You do not need to cure it. And it literally does dry in probably under a minute, but they recommend that you wait for a minute and then put another layer of top coat on. So that is what I did. I waited 60 seconds. After this, you can see how shiny it is. Like it's actually really pretty, and it works really well. So I might actually be using this in the future, not even doing dip powder. I want to see if it also works on things like polygel and all of that, because I just like to try new things. I know there's nothing wrong with trying new things. This whole entire channel is based off of me trying to learn how to do nails and different methods of doing nails, which is why I put my content out, is because I'm a beginner as well. Like, this is my very first time doing a dip powder nail, so I would say it was pretty successful. Outside of not building an apex, it still turned out really pretty and really nice. Honestly, after I put the second coat of activator on, I thought about going in and putting, and then, you know, more coats on and then filing again, but I don't know. I just didn't feel like it was necessary for only trying something out. I wasn't going to go the whole 9 yards, but I would have liked them to be just a little thicker than just the 3 coats, but they still turned out really pretty. It honestly ended up being the thickness of like gel polish, and they look really nice. And for shorties, you know, all know that it's really hard to get that great shape. So but I have these perfect nail tips that I really love, that I also got at Amazon, and I enjoy them the most because I can't wear long nails while I work. So I mean, I can, but it's really hard for me to type with long nails, and then also doing all of these other nails like for my press-on business and everything like that. I just don't like them getting in the way. So you can see what they look like after that top coat, and it's really pretty. They're still shimmery, they're still really nice. And I don't know why this color grabbed my eye or grabbed my attention the most, but it's just the one that I decided to use. Again, I'd like to thank you all for watching my video and hanging with me while I did my first set of dip powder nails. I hope you guys found this helpful. Just remember that if you want to try something, just go for it. If it works for you, then it works for you. I'm going in with, I'm going to go ahead and finish off this second part of the top coat, and I hope that everyone has a great week. I have at least one other video that I know that I want to review and do before the day is over. So again, if you see me posting multiple videos right now, I'm just really trying to get this content out and get everything over with. I'm finally getting over being sick. It's been a really long month. We'll just say that. It's been a really long month. I feel like we've really went through it. Like, I'm just really going through life right now, and it's been a little rough, but I always make it. We always make it, right? There's just certain parts of my life where I'm like, if it's not as bad as that, then we're gonna make it. So, but my next video will be an unboxing and a little bit of a nail haul from things that I got off Amazon. So if you like that type of content, then stay tuned, and I hope you have a great week.